Welcome, baseball fans, to Baseball Update 9-4. Here's the schedule for Friday, September 4th. Washington Nationals hosting the Atlanta Braves at 7:05. Yankees hosting the Tampa Bay Rays at 7:05. Toronto Blue Jays hosting the Baltimore Orioles at 7:07. And at 7:08, it's Detroit hosting the Cleveland Indians. 3 games set for 7:10 tonight. Cincinnati hosting Milwaukee, Miami hosting the Mets, and the Red Sox hosting the Phillies. At 8:10, 2 games on tap. KC Royals hosting the White Sox, Houston Astros hosting the Minnesota Twins. St. Louis hosting Pittsburgh at 8:15. Colorado hosts San Francisco at 8:40. The Athletics host the Seattle Mariners at 10:05. Angels hosting the Texas Rangers at 10:05. And at 10:10, it's the San Diego Padres hosting the LA Dodgers. Baseball update. Here's the schedule for Saturday, September 5. The Yankees hosting the Tampa Bay Rays, 1:05. Toronto hosting the Baltimore Orioles at 1:07. And the Cincinnati Reds hosting the Milwaukee Brewers at 1:10. Cubbies hosting the Arizona Diamondbacks at 2:20. At 4:05, 2 games set at 4:05 on Saturday. The Boston Red Sox hosting the Phillies. St. Louis Cardinals hosting the Pittsburgh Pirates. Washington Nationals host the Atlanta Braves at 7:05. Detroit Tigers host the Cleveland Indians. That game is set for 7:08. 7:10 Saturday, we have the Kansas City Royals hosting the Chicago White Sox, Houston Astros hosting the Minnesota Twins, and the Miami Marlins hosting the New York Mets. Colorado hosts San Francisco at 8:10. San Diego hosts the Dodgers at 8:40. The Athletics and the Mariners at 9:05. You have the Oakland A's and the Mariners, and the Angels hosting the Texas Rangers. A look ahead for Sunday. Baseball update. Here's the schedule for Sunday, September 6th. New York Yankees hosting the Tampa Bay Rays at 1:05. Toronto Blue Jays host the Baltimore Orioles 1:07. Detroit hosting Cleveland at 1:08. 2 games set for Sunday at 1:10, and that's the Reds hosting the Brewers and Marlins hosting the Mets. 1:35, 2 games set. Washington hosting Atlanta, and the Red Sox hosting the Phillies. 2 games for 2:10 on Sunday. That's the Kansas City Royals hosting the White Sox, Houston Astros hosting the Minnesota Twins. The Cubs host the Diamondbacks at 2:20, Angels hosting the Rangers at 3:35, Athletics hosting the Mariners at 4:05. 2 games for 4:10 on Sunday. It's the San Diego Padres hosting the Dodgers, and the Rockies hosting the San Francisco Giants. And at 8:05 Sunday night, it's St. Louis hosting Pittsburgh. Alright, 1 game is underway as we speak, as of 4:50 p.m. Eastern on Friday. That's the Chicago Cubs hosting the Diamondbacks. The Cubs with a 14-2 lead. Right now, they are at the end of the 5th. Alright, so let's take a look at some scores. Scores from Wednesday and Thursday. Baseball update here is the scores from Wednesday, September 2. Miami Marlins defeat the Atlanta Braves 7-3. Cincinnati over the Cubbies 7-4. Angels over the A's 9-4. Yankees defeat the Red Sox 13-8. Baltimore over Tampa Bay 7-6 in 11 innings. Toronto over Cleveland 5-1. Mets defeat the Phillies 9-4. Minnesota over the White Sox 3-0. The Royals over the Tigers 12-1. Milwaukee defeats Pittsburgh 9-4. Seattle over Houston 8-3. Washington over St. Louis 4-3. Colorado over Arizona 9-4. Dodgers over the Giants 2-1, and Rangers defeat the Padres 4-3 in 10 innings. And now for the scores from Thursday, September 3. Chicago White Sox defeat the Minnesota Twins 6-4. Nationals over the Atlanta Braves 15-1. And we'll get to Bryce Harper in a moment. Milwaukee Brewers defeat the Pittsburgh Pirates 5-3. Kansas City over Detroit 15-7. Colorado over San Francisco 11-3. And the Padres defeat the Dodgers 10-7. So Bryce Harper scores 4 runs, 1 RBI, and 4 walks without swinging, without an official at-bat, according to MLB at-bat app. 0 hits. Harper is the 4th player to go 0-for-0 with at least 4 runs and walks. The other 3 include Rick Anderson, July 28, 1989, Joe Morgan, July 27, 1973, and Larry Doby, September 19, 1951. Bryce Harper was walked in the 1st, 2nd, 3rd, and 5th innings. Harper's 2nd inning walk forced in a run. Harper had 20 pitches pitched at him in his 4 plate appearances. According to ESPN Stats and Info, Bryce Harper did not swing at any of the 20 pitches. This is the 2nd most number of pitches without swings in a game in the past 10 years. Juan Uribe did it back in 2010. Bryce Harper is also first to score 4 or more runs in a game without a hit twice in one season. since approximately, they said since 1914 approximately. They don't know the exact year, but they're assuming it was 1914. The only two players to do so were Morgan Gilliam and Jim Gilliam. And of course, the Nats beat the Braves yesterday, 15-1. Racing fans, racing podcast available at epodradio.com and Spreaker.com, #sports. And if you go on over to live365.com and search for Community Radio LI, that's the name of the station, Community Radio LI at Live365, and you can listen to some music, some country, rock and roll, country, blues, jazz, a little bit of this, a little bit of that, and that is Community Radio LI, and that's on the Live365 app or Live365.com. From the American Podcasting Center in New York, I've been your host, Manny A. Be good, be safe. This has been Baseball Update.